So, obviously, I'm not here today. By the way, how many of you turned around like 1 second ago to look if I had actually just like magically appeared at my desk? Because I bet I can think of at least 10 of you who are gullible enough to actually fall for that. And you know who you are. Trust me, you know who you are. So, I'm going to check in on that when I get back tomorrow. Obviously, I'm not here today, but I hope that you all had a really good weekend. And I do want to explain what you're going to be doing today. And this was the best way that I could come up with to do that. Today, you're just going to be going through just a really simple activity that's going to help you to discover what's called the Pythagorean theorem. But the first thing that I need to explain is just this picture down here. So we've got this right triangle right here. And there are two kind of vocab terms that we need to go over before we start talking about the Pythagorean theorem itself. The first is the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is this leg right here that I'm highlighting in green. That's the hypotenuse. It's always the longest leg of a right triangle. So we know this is right triangle because of this 90-degree angle right there. And then the longest leg of a right triangle is called the hypotenuse. So that's just a real quick thing. The other two sides are just called the legs. So you got two legs of a right triangle, and then you got the hypotenuse, which is the longest of the three. So keep that in mind for a second. What you're going to be doing in this activity is you'll get a worksheet, and then you'll just go through the worksheet and draw. Actually, the triangle is drawn for you. So you just have to draw sides of the triangles and make them into squares. So like for instance, if this is your first triangle, you'll just square off each side. Just like that. And then you'll look at the areas of all those squares that you just made. So area of 1, and area of 2. So what you'll need to do is you don't need to copy the table because it's already copied on that worksheet for you. This bullet point is also done for you. So if you'll look at the worksheet that you have, all of the triangles are drawn on there for you with all of these given lengths of legs. So they're already drawn for you. Now what you'll need to do is, starting right here, draw a square on each side of the triangle, just like what we did right here. So draw a square on each side of the triangle. Find the areas of each of those. So our first example was area of 1, and area of 2. So I'll just copy down in the table area of 1, and area of 2. Go ahead, fill out this table with all of these different combinations, all of these different triangles, and the areas of the squares along their sides, and then record them in this table. Parts B and C. In part B, you're gonna come to a conclusion. So using this table, kind of look at the different relationships and different things that are in there, and come to a conclusion about the squares on the sides of a triangle. And then part C, you'll test that conclusion that you just drew. So whatever it is that you thought the pattern was, draw a right triangle, something different from the table, and then use that triangle as a test to see if your conjecture, which is your conclusion, see if your conjecture works for that triangle. So if you have any questions on this, please feel free to ask the guest teacher. She should be able to help you, but I think for the most part it's pretty self-explanatory, so I don't think you should have too many problems with it. So for the rest of class, please be focused and working on this. I think I'm almost positive you can get it done in class, but if you don't, it is homework for block day. So whatever you don't get done on this, you need to finish as homework and then bring it with you on block day so that we can talk about it. So sorry that I can't be there today. I really want to, but I can't. I will see you on either Wednesday or Thursday, and we'll talk about this. So have a good day.